We're going to try our first online video today. This is going to be on chemical equations. So let's remind ourselves of what we're talking about here. So a chemical equation is kind of like a recipe that you'd have in the kitchen for making stuff. It tells you the quantity of material you have that you're mixing together and what's going to be produced once the reaction is done. So in this chemical equation here, we have one molecule of methane. There's a coefficient in front that's a 1 here, but we don't include the 1. Here we're combining it, we're adding it to 2 molecules of O2, so O2 is diatomic, and there are 2 of those molecules. Then what's produced is 1 molecule diatomic of H2, or hydrogen, and 2 molecules of water, H2O. So let's look at what the parts of a chemical equation are. Everything on this side of our arrow, these are the reactants. These are the things that are reacting. So these are the reactants over here. And then we have an arrow separating them from the things that are produced or the products. So we have reactants on one side of the arrow and things that are produced on the other side. Those are our products. And the coefficients in front, again, tell us the number of each kind of molecule we have. So this methane, we have 1 carbon combined with 4 hydrogen to make a methane molecule. Here we have 2 diatomic oxygen molecules, so we have 4 atoms of oxygen. And here we have a diatomic hydrogen, so we have 2 hydrogens. And here we have 2 molecules of water, which are composed of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Another thing that we'll see in a chemical equation that we may not have seen before are the states of matter. So as we discussed, matter is anything that occupies space and has mass, and some of the states of matter we're familiar with are the gases. So G in a chemical equation stands for gas. Here we have L. L stands for liquid. And the other ones not represented in this equation are solids, so S will stand for a solid. And one we haven't seen before is AQ, which means aqueous. So aqueous just means dissolved in water. So one thing to remember, and we see this all the time, is people want to say that water is aqueous, but that would mean water dissolved within water. So aqueous specifically refers to something dissolved in water. So those are your basic parts of a chemical equation.